A few weeks ago, I was contacted by someone who found me online and was planning to move to Spain or Romania, and he wanted a second opinion on his financial plan, particularly concerning his and his wife's tax-free savings accounts. One of his key considerations was whether to top up their TFSAs before leaving, believing that they would remain tax-free. So, having worked with Canadians who dream of living, working, or retiring abroad, whether partially or permanently, I've participated in numerous meetings with international accountants to deepen my understanding of the tax implications of leaving Canada. And while I'm not a CPA, I always encourage individuals to consult a professional cross-border accountant. And if they don't have one, I can certainly point you in the right direction. Now, I warned this potential future non-resident to be cautious, as TFSAs do have restrictions and may not remain tax-free in their new country of residence. A few days later, he sent me an article stating that TFSAs are still tax exempt for non-residents. And this prompted me to record this video, and because there's a fine distinction that often gets misunderstood. My research from various sources confirms that while TFSAs are tax exempt in Canada, meaning Canada won't tax TFSAs or a non-resident, this does not mean that your new country of residence will treat them the same way. Many countries tax income, meaning that any growth in your TFSA may be subject to taxation in your new country of residence. Tax-free savings accounts, or TFSAs, are a popular investment vehicle for Canadians, offering tax-free growth on contributions and withdrawals. However, when a Canadian becomes a non-resident for tax purposes, the rules surrounding TFSAs can change significantly. Understanding the tax implications is crucial to avoid unexpected penalties and ensure compliance with both Canadian and foreign tax laws. Yes, Canadian non-residents can keep their existing TFSAs. Unlike RRSPs, which may be subject to withholding tax on withdrawals, TFSAs remain tax-free in Canada regardless of residency status. However, non-residents cannot make new contributions without incurring penalties. Once you become a non-resident, you are no longer eligible to contribute to your TFSA. Any contributions made while you are a non-resident are subject to a 1% monthly tax on the excess amount until it is withdrawn or your residency status changes. It's crucial to confirm your residency status before making any tax-free savings account contributions after leaving Canada. From a Canadian tax perspective, the TFSA continues to operate tax-free. Investment income, dividends, capital gains earned within the TFSA are not subject to Canadian taxes, even for non-residents. While Canada does not tax TFSA growth or withdrawals, the tax treatment in your new country of residence may be different. Many foreign tax authorities do not recognize the TFSA as a tax-free account and may tax income earned within the account. A few examples. The IRS does not recognize the TFSA as a tax-exempt account. Any interest, dividends, or capital gains earned inside a TFSA may be subject to U.S. taxation. And additionally, U.S. citizens and residents may be required to file additional reporting forms, such as the Foreign Bank Account Report, FBAR, and Form 8938. The UK does not recognize TFSAs either as tax-free accounts. Investment income may be subject to UK taxation, and Australia may also tax investment income within the TFSA. So, it is essential to consult a tax professional in your new country of residence to understand how your TFSA will be treated under local tax laws. Well, whether you keep your TFSA after becoming a non-resident depends on several factors. Foreign tax treatment is one important factor. If your new country of residence taxes TFSA earnings, you may lose the tax advantages of this account. You also will not be able to contribute additional funds while you're a non-resident. And however, if your TFSA does contain high-performing investments, keeping it may still be beneficial despite potential foreign tax liabilities. And here's another consideration that people don't think about. Some financial institutions may actually restrict non-residents from maintaining Canadian accounts, including tax-free savings accounts. If you plan to leave Canada and become a non-resident, consider the following steps. Maximize your contributions before departure. If you have unused contribution room, consider maximizing your TFSA before becoming a non-resident. But review and speak with a tax advisor to understand how your TFSA will be treated in your new country. And consider alternative investment strategies. If foreign tax treatment is unfavorable, you may want to withdraw your TFSA funds before leaving and reinvest them in a more tax-efficient manner. While TFSAs remain tax-free in Canada for non-residents, foreign tax implications and contribution restrictions can make them less attractive. Careful planning and consultation with tax professionals in both Canada and your new country of residence will help to ensure you make the most tax-efficient decision regarding your TFSA.